big dent in my bank account, and it's not pretty. This is really eye-opening, to be honest. Friday was quite rough on my bank account. Hey everyone, today I'll be filming a what I spent in a week video. I've seen a lot of people do this, and I just think it's a very interesting topic because personally I really like watching these videos because it gives me some sort of insight of how much it costs to live everywhere, because obviously it depends on where you are, in which country, in which state. It differs everywhere and for everyone. Currently I live in Sydney right now, and I know Sydney has a reputation to be a very expensive place to live, so I thought this video would be really helpful for people who are looking to come here, like a student like me, or are looking to move out of home and are wondering what it costs to live by yourself. I really got a big response on the day in my life as an au pair video, so I thought it'd be great to be transparent because obviously you guys love it, and I also think it will genuinely help someone if I'm being as transparent as possible. So I'll be sharing with you what I spent as a 20-year-old living in Sydney, Australia. Also, I've switched up my background, so I hope you love it. This is my little writing slash reading slash inspiration kind of a corner. I really love coming to this corner, so I think you'll be seeing this in a lot of my videos. And I would just like to mention I am a very money conscious person. I've always known where my money is going, but I don't actually sit down and analyze where it all went in a week. I don't do this on a weekly basis. Every time I spend on something, I check my bank account, just so I know that I'm not going broke. Also, I have this money saving routine, you can say, where I transfer $200 every month into my savings account. It's on some interest rate percentage, and I just get some interest on those $200 that I put in, which is basically like free money. So every month, $200 go into the savings account. If it's a monthly expense, I always look at it on a weekly basis. So yeah, $200 into my savings account, and $200 is weekly rent every week. So that is straight up a fixed cost that's gonna go out of my pay. Also, I have a phone bill every month, which covers buying my phone and the service that I'm on, that's Telstra. So yeah, straight up, like I'm telling you, I've already spent $265 without actually counting what I spent each day. Straight up, that's how much my fixed costs are in a week. And now I'll be sharing with you what I spent on a day-to-day basis in a random week that I'm picking. Also, the day-to-day expenses won't be the same every week, of course. The fixed costs will be, because that is something I have to pay. I cannot change that. But my day-to-day expenses from Monday to Sunday would be different. I'm actually quite worried to see, if I'm honest, because I like to think I'm on track always with my money, and if I get to know that I'm not, I'd be really upset if I'd start crying in this video. And bear in mind, we're out of lockdown right now, so the figures that I'll be sharing with you is when we can go out. So on Monday, I spent $20 on the Sydney Writers Festival ticket. So the Sydney Writers Festival was later in the week, and I bought the ticket on Monday. I also spent $20.65 at Coles that day, which is a grocery store in Australia. I also went to Aldi for some reason because I like to get certain things from all these different grocery stores, which not all of them have. I bought something for $3.60. Let me guess what that was. I think those are the meat-free burger patties that they do that I really like. Yeah, and that day I took out $200 out of my bank account too, which is the savings money that I told you about. That's the fixed costs, and surprisingly I took it out that week. But yeah, that is like $50 each week, like I told you. And also my rent got taken out on Monday of $200. And that's why I think I transferred the other $200 as well on that day, just because if money's being taken out of my account, then take more money out of my account and let's just pretend that I'm broke so that I don't spend more money. That's my mindset. Just pretend that you're broke all the time. So that comes to a grand total of $275.25. I'm just doing the math on my computer here because I'm not a math savvy. So yeah, quite a big dent in my bank account on Mondays. And by the way, my rent includes all my home bills like water, electricity, gas, and all that. So $200 covers it all. On Tuesday, the phone bill got taken out of my account. That is $60. And I also spent $5.50 that day on coffee at Hemingway's. And as you guys know, I love Hemingway's. So I went there after my morning walk and had a little coffee, had a little breather, and it was amazing. I love Hemingway's. And thankfully that's all I spent on Tuesday, and that comes to a total of $20.50. On Wednesday, I spent $30.65 at Chemist Warehouse, and that's because I wanted to get like my face wash and some essentials, I think, like my moisturizer and stuff like that. And things like skincare are quite pricey. I think $30 is not bad to spend on skincare. So if you're a girl, I know you can relate. And I spent $6.30 at Kohl's again, and $5.60 at Aldi. So that comes to a total of $42.55 for Wednesday. On Thursday, there was a poetry event at the bookstore. This very great writer, Aileen Chong, came there. She's received a literary award. She's in the HSC syllabus here in Australia. So I was just really glad to meet her and listen to her. And I also got my first signed book that day, which was really exciting. And I spent $10 there on drinks. I think the event was free, but if you want drinks there, you can pay for it. And that's the Desire bookstore that I'm talking about, by the way, if you're not aware. If you haven't seen my productive day vlog. And we also spent $6 that day at Domino's getting pizza, because that's the cheapest kind of pizza you can get at 9 p.m. here. So that was $16 total for Thursday. Now, Friday is here. Friday is when I had the most amount of transactions. And it's not pretty, if I'm being honest. But you're gonna love this, right? So that day was the event of the Sydney Writers Festival. So I already spent $20 on it, right? But that was for Monday, and we're not counting that for Friday. So on Friday, after the Writers Festival event, my friends and I, we went to the Soda Factory, which is like a speakeasy style kind of a bar, and I spent $20.12 there on drinks, probably, most likely. And after that, I had a brilliant idea. I said, let's go clubbing, because I think that week clubbing was back on. Like, you were allowed to go dancing. And I was like, why not? Let's go clubbing before it's like shut down again. And I do not regret it, but I bet my bank account does. So we went to the liquor store and I got $20 worth of liquor that was spent at BWS in Darlinghurst. Then I spent $13.85 on Uber to get to the club. Right? Now this is a big one. I decided I'm gonna buy my friends drinks. right? And I ended up spending $42.95 just buying one round of drinks at establishment. And after that, I was like, and you know, my friend whispered to me, like, that was $40, are you okay? And I was like, damn, really? I'm not spending more now. And after that, we went club hopping to Argyle because establishment was really like businessy. A lot of people after work come there, I believe, on Fridays. And the Argyle was much better because it's kind of a young crowd. But here's a funny story. I did not end up spending on the entry fee at Argyle. So there was no entry fee at establishment because it was all not a happening scene there, I believe, and they know that. But at Argyle, it's always good, right? And they charge like $30 on a good night. And I believe that night was a good night, and my friends ended up paying $30. But what I did was just walk right in. I just walked like I belonged there, so I didn't have to pay the entry fee. And even inside, a girl asked me, oh, did you pay like $35 just to get in? And I'm like, no, I did not end up paying because they just thought that I already was in. So that was a lucky day. So I did not end up paying $30 that day. I only ended up paying $9.09 that day. Luckily, right? It was just on one drink, I think, because I was quite like broke after those $40 at establishment. Oh wait, I also spent $13.13 at Argyle again. Okay, this is getting a lot now. So yeah, Friday was quite rough on my bank account, and that comes to a total of $109.14, I believe. And to be honest, expect to spend that much on a good night. I'm not kidding. Like, if you want to go out in Sydney and go clubbing and partying, that's how much it costs. That's how much a good night costs in Sydney. Obviously, I didn't end up paying the entry fee for Argyle, which would have added $30 to $35 more onto this day's expenses. But luckily, it did not. I got lucky that day. On Saturday, I spent $15.85 on Uber. I think that was just to get home from the night before, but I'm not sure because it comes out the other day sometimes. And I also spent $34.40 on Saturday because that was just at KFC. It was just comfort food to like recover from the night before because it was a good night. It was a good night. And that's all I spent on Saturday, and that came to a total of $50.25. Still a lot more than I expected. Like, this is really eye-opening, to be honest. Like, I always think I'm on track every week. But I guess some weeks are better than others, isn't it? On Sunday, I spent $14.25 on Menulog. I think I just ordered takeout because I wasn't really feeling like cooking, I believe. And I also spent $5.22 on transport, which I believe I didn't spend that day, but I spent on some other days of the week, and sometimes it gets taken out on Sundays. And you must be wondering, that's all you spend on transport all week, but it's because on weekdays when I have my work, they pay for my transport because I'm actually going to places because of them. So I really don't have to pay for transport. And on weekends, my friends have a car, so I don't really have to pay transport. But I think to get home and stuff, I paid that much. So yeah, that could be something that's potentially different in your case than mine. But yeah, that's all I spent on Sunday, and it came down to $19.47. There's that. That's what I spent on a day-to-day basis in a week, and so that comes to a grand total of $532.16. To be honest, that's not bad considering that it was a good week. It was a week where I was doing a bunch of things. You know, I had 2 poetry events, clubbing and all that, grocery shopping, rent, savings money. So all in all I spent was about $260 this week, if you disregard all the fixed costs. But yeah, I hope you found this video interesting. Hopefully it gave you some insight on the cost of living. And I think I'll do a monthly expense video too, just because I think it'll give you a clearer picture of what it looks like on a monthly basis as well. So watch out for that. Turn on notifications so you get notified every time I upload a video. Subscribe to my channel, give this a thumbs up if you found this information helpful or interesting. And I would love to hear from you guys what you thought about my expenses and my money mindset in the comments down below. Please let me know if you learned something. I would really appreciate. I would love to know if I provided any value. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you next time.